I want you all to remember this single sentence. You can steal it from me, use it at your next board meeting, at your next committee meeting. Remember it. Your event is not a campaign. It is a cultivation event. So insert gala, walkathon, golf tournament, whatever it is, skeet shoot, whatever it is that you're doing as that event. And I'll talk about gala kind of as a microcosm for all of those different events, even peer-to-peer campaigns. We need to kind of shift the way that we think about these from an event that has a beginning and a middle and a finite end with a thermometer and a drop dead time at midnight, an auction closing, a checkout that's over. We need to stop considering them as finite and begin to think of them as a launching pad. And, many of you listening today are sophisticated fundraisers. You know what cultivation means. You know the work that occurs between from a gift officer's perspective, between a donor's first introduction, that spark of interest, through to a final commitment and investment. So here's my question. If cultivation is what gift officers do every day with their portfolios, and a ballroom on the night of your gala, it includes and houses 300, 500, even 1,000 of your most ardent, engaged, and generous supporters or warmest prospects that you could possibly pull together, or that you will see in the entire year all together on a single night, then why do we treat that night like it's the end of something? We're treating it like a campaign where it's, like I said, finite, time-bound, but functionally, it is the single largest, most expensive, and I hope most intentional cultivation moment that your organization is going to see all year. So the reason that this matters, let me try and describe it to you in dollars. This is like it's back of the napkin math for, let's, again, using as an example, a $500,000 gala. And the numbers that I'm going to say, you can very much disagree with. They're going to vary wildly by region, by time of year, by all of these things. But the proportions that I'm talking about are universal. There's the hard costs. We all know this: venue, food, alcohol, beverage, AV, decor, entertainment, talent, auction software. All of that, everything, all told, we're looking at, and again, back of the napkin math, depending on where you are, $50,000 to $100,000. Some of you I know are spending far, far more than that. I know that's a very conservative number for you, some of you, and some of you that's a shocking number, and your number's a lot lower. It doesn't matter. Stay with me on the proportions. The soft costs for that, again, in this example, gala, are incalculable. There's 9 to 12 months to 24 months of your staff time, hundreds of hours of your board time, effort, talent, and treasure. A lot of the time, I know that the board members sometimes are ponying up for particular parts outside of a typical sponsorship. Then you also have sponsorship and sponsor cultivation. And typically that's going to start, honestly, even years before, but almost certainly a full year before the event. Your volunteer coordinator, they're working for 6 months prior to the event. Your committee members, who are often also your major supporters and your donors, they're hours and hours and hours of commitment, time, and work for your mission and your nonprofit. Vendor management, the opportunity cost of every other little thing that any one of those people didn't do, particularly your development team, because they were planning a party. Per attendee, you're spending roughly, again, somewhere in the neighborhood of $800 to $1,000 per attendee just to put everybody in the room on that single night. So let's call it $800. $800 per donor touched.